I just got to the state forest at the end of the I'm at the end of the state forest road, and it is a lot quieter out here than I thought. It's a Saturday and toward the end of the deer season, I think. So I thought there'd be more people out here, but I guess I'm gonna have the place to myself. So I saw a couple cars on the way in, just two though, and I don't know what they were doing, if they were hunting or camping or what. But I'm just gonna get my stuff together, find a good spot to go back into the woods, and make my own site. There's some trails here that I might follow just to get a general direction of where I'm going. But from there, just branch off to wherever looks good to set up a tent. Off we go. So today, or for tonight, I'm just looking for a nice spot to set up my hot tent. It's a bit big, so kind of restrictive in that sense, but it give me plenty of space to just kind of lounge about in it, because nights are going to be long. Sunset today is about 4:30. It's 1:30 now, so by the time I get my tent set up, firewood gathered, and all that situated, probably about dark. So I brought a book to read, some food to cook, and some snacks. So yeah, it is chilly though. I saw this little thing hanging from the tree from the trail. Thought maybe it was someone's marker, but nope, turns out it's just a balloon. Happy Mother's Day to someone. That's where that wound up. Let's see if we can get it out of there. Hopefully that's good karma. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the trail that I wanted to follow. It starts going west here, and the creek that I want to get kind of near is east. And it looks like, based on these orange tapes that I see, someone else had blazed a similar trail. Just follow this. I don't see any footsteps. I don't think I'll be getting in anyone's way, but yeah, we'll see how far this goes, and hopefully it opens up to a spot that's decent enough to set up a tent. There's a lot of young trees here, so I don't know if the forest floor is going to be completely covered, too thick to camp at, but we'll follow for a little bit and see where it goes. A couple spots back to the trail that came that would work, just in case. Okay, well I think I found a suitable spot. Came across this earlier, and mouth's getting a little cold. It's a bit tight, so I kept walking on towards the creek, but as I got closer and closer, it got thicker and thicker and marshier. So yeah, I'm just gonna get things set up here. Might be a little bit tight, but as long as I position the door right, I'll be fine. And yeah. Get that stove going. Chilly. Never thought about doing it like this before. Making a little holder. It works great. Keeps me from digging into the ground too. Alright, so we got a pretty healthy pile here. Ooh, okay. Where did that piece go? Had a bit of a close call here. This wood was also frozen, so I put it on top of the stove, and before I knew it, it had started smoldering, and it is a bit smoky in here. So I'm going to close the flue and the dampers. And, whoops. All the steam rising off of my pants as they dry out. Love to see that. I've got the fire going nicely now. Look. There we go. It seems like it's just the cold wood taking a while to get started, so I think I'm just gonna have it just on full blast with a lot of wood, so that when I put the next wood in, it's able to heat it up before cooling down, which makes me think that I might be not running, but like I might not have enough wood set up. So it's dark, but I'm gonna have to head outside and get some more wood, I think. Yeah. Not too thrilled about that, but you know, at least the cutting of wood will keep me warm. So now that it's a little bit warmer in here, wood's more I got caught up on the wood. It's time to cook some dinner today. I got these steaks here. I'm gonna season them a little bit, cook them in some butter, and then I do also have some mashed potatoes, just instant mash, if I have the stomach for it. Seasoning, I just got a little bit of rosemary and Cajun mix that I pulled out of our spice drawer, and then some salt and pepper. So, pretty basic, but made it up last night just to make sure it was going to be good, and it sure was. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be so good. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be more of a well to medium well steak, but I don't care. This is going to be good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. You could even still got some pink in there, some red. Yeah, that is good. That's good. That was really good. Turned out nicely. And now it's time for dessert. We got some cookies, some snickerdoodles that my wife made. So I'm just gonna heat them up over the stove because they are pretty hard right now after being in my bag all day. So warm those up. Don't have any milk. I do have hot cocoa though, that I might make. But this will be a nice little treat. All right, well, cutting up all that wood definitely made me hungry. Warm me up too, which is... Ooh. Some sparks were landing on the stove right there. But, so we're going in for round two. Gonna finish up this other steak. Ooh, that looks good. Get all that butter on there. Well, during that last flip, I decided to tend to the stove a little bit, and it seems like it's got a little crispy, but I'm sure it'll taste just fine. I'm gonna make up a little bit of hot chocolate. We accidentally bought the hot chocolate in a K-cup, not realizing it was in a K-cup, so it works the same. It's all just powdered. I'll make that up, and soon enough it'll be time to go to bed. That's what a lot of this winter camping really feels like sometimes, just waiting for bed. So you got to bring a lot of stuff to do. I think next time I'll have a list of more projects to work on. That'll keep me busy. I did bring a book, and I read that for a little bit. But with having to keep this fire roaring so hot, so full of wood, I was having to put down the book every maybe 10 minutes while I was struggling. Now I think I've got it in a spot, and the wood that I've piled up is dried off better. But, yeah. Maybe next time I'll bring... I don't know. I haven't done any whittling before, but that seems like it'd be a good thing to pass the time. And there's an abundance of wood around here. Who knows? Alright. It's finally time. Got the water boiling for hot cocoa. I'm gonna set up my bed here. Gonna be a cold one. I don't have one sleeping bag that's rated down to 0 degrees. Not that it's going to get to 0. Cole says it's going to get is like 9, but still. So I'm going to double up on my sleeping bags. I've got a 28 degree right here, and then this is a 20 degree. 20 degrees comfort rated. 28 degree here is lower limit, but I've used it in 28 and I've been fine. Theoretically, I should be nice and toasty with them. How that will actually pan out, we'll find out. Worst case, I've got a couple body warmers. I can always heat up some water, put it in my Nalgene. I might be cold, but I'll be fine. I've been hoping for some cold weather to actually try this out, so I'm excited to see how it does. If it works out well, that means I don't have to buy another bag. So I let this get down pretty low so that I could fill it full with fresh wood. It'll probably take a second for it to get started back up here, but once it does, it'll burn nice and slow. I'll close the front damper, lower the fluid, or close up the flue in the back, and then just let it kind of slowly burn. It won't last all night by any means. It won't last for even more than a couple hours at most, but it'll just be nice and warm and toasty when I'm going to sleep. My sleep system will take care of the rest. It's already starting to pick back up on fire. So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to turn in for the night, so I will see you in the morning, and hopefully I can get a fire started nice and quick. have some coffee, and then get out of here once the sun starts rising. Well, good morning. I slept okay. I woke up a couple times in the night. First time because both my arms fell asleep and just woke up out of nowhere there. And then the second time it was just kind of cold. Double sleeping bags worked out pretty well. I just the mummy bag, the mummy and then a quilt. The mummy is just so confined, so I had it unzipped, which caused my shoulders to get kind of cold. But otherwise, slept all right. It's cold, so I'm gonna get that fire going real quick. I just put down a ground sheet for my sleeping pad, one from one of my tents, but didn't seem to keep the water out too well. This is all wet on the bottom of the sleeping pad, so I'm going to carefully try to dry it out. You can see the steam's rising as it is now. Next time we'll have to go with one of those foam mats. So I thought my batteries were going to be what would go first, but turns out my memory card filled up. So picking this up off my phone, I didn't really get any footage of the rest of the pack up, but tent's packed away. I packed things in an order differently than I came in. I ended up putting the stove just on top underneath the brain. Checked to make sure the embers I threw in there and any leftover fires all cooled down to the touch, and then covered back up. I did a final check around camp, and now it's time to get walking, which is good because my feet are freezing after getting out of that tent. So, yeah, time to make the walk back to the car. Shouldn't be too long at all. Okay, that does it for this trip. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing another winter camping trip coming up here in a couple weeks when the Geminids meteor shower comes around. Hopefully we have clear skies for that, but it'll be fun either way. If you like this video, drop it a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.